This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This podcast is the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the lore of the Final Fantasy universe, such as the characters, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Steve-O. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Steven.
Yo!
And we are back, finally doing another character deep dive for our character season, and we are going over everyone's favorite, or well, maybe favorite, character from 13, which is obviously we're going to be going over Lightning, which I know one of our, was it Boom that said it in the Discord?
Yes.
Okay. So, and hello, Lava Guy. Thank you for joining us in the chat. Yeah, I know Boom. Boom's freaking out this entire time. Oh boy.
Boom, I'm glad. I'm glad you're here, Boom, so that way you can let us know when we screw up, because it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. So for everybody, so Lightning, also known as her actual name is Claire Farron, is the main protagonist in Final Fantasy XIII and the central character of the Lightning Saga. She is the narrator and a temporary playable character in Final Fantasy XIII-2, and returns as the protagonist and only directly playable character in Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII.
She's not even in. You didn't even play as her in 2?
Apparently, she's a temporary character. I don't remember her in 2. It's been, though, then again, for me at least, it's been well over a decade since I played the 13 series. So.
Well, just a heads up for everybody before we start getting into this too much. I have never played 13. You said it's been over a decade since you've played, so that's why we have the chat with us today.
Boom's like for like a minute. Yeah, she's in the background basically doing whatever here and there, side stuff.
Mercenary work.
Right. So in Final Fantasy XIII, Lightning seeks to save her younger sister Sarah but becomes entangled in a plot that endangers Cocoon, her homeworld. In Final Fantasy XIII-2, Lightning serves as a knight protecting the goddess Etro from her fated rival Caius Ballad. In the concluding tale, Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy XIII, the god... Oh god, I'm going to butcher this.
I can't help you on this episode either.
Bunivels?
Sure.
I don't know. It's Bhunivelze. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I do not know how to pronounce that since it's been so long for me hearing it. Who chooses Lightning to be a savior, tasked to save the people's souls before the end of the world. So, pro-tag stuff.
Final Fantasy Jesus.
And Lightning is the second primary female protagonist in a mainline numbered Final Fantasy game, with Tara Branford from Final Fantasy X or Final Fantasy VI generally accepted as the first, because technically she's not, but she is in 6.
I can't possibly go over this.
They
again.
use her as the poster child, so, and
Oh,
she
too
has
bad
her
it didn't-
own. And they
Yeah.
use her for, the Match of the Gathering Final Fantasy Commander deck for Final Fantasy VI. So, there you go. Obviously, she has to be the
I
protag.
think the MTG is going to be our new 14. Like, it's going to get brought up in
Oh,
every single
dude, I cannot wait. The pre-release, this is upcoming Friday. So any of your local hobby shops, you can go to the Magic the Gathering website and look this stuff up. Who's doing a pre-release near you, and they have the pre-release boxes that are going to be out. They're going to be able to sell. Magic Wizard of the Coast allows now all pre-release places to sell the sets early, so they can have full access. You can get it full access early at the hobby shops. So guess who will be buying some Magic the Gathering this Friday? And
I imagine a lot of people in our server.
Oh yes. And before dive in real too in lightning story here, where I'm at located wise, the hobby shops that are doing the pre-releases got a lot of product. Like, from what I can tell, Wizard of the Coast printed the living hell out of the set. So
Nice.
Hopefully it shouldn't be as scarce as what people were thinking it was going to be.
Nice.
So you'll be able to get something, hopefully. So, getting into Lightning's story. So, in her early life, Claire's father died when she was young, and her mother died from an unknown illness when she was 15. With no other family to turn to, Claire raised her younger sister, Sarah, to overcome the pain of her parents' death and become an adult as quickly as possible. She changed her name to Lightning. Despite the delusion of not needing her past, she was an average orphan child who wanted to be loved.
Oh,
That's kind of sad.
that is sad. But I mean, does track her Final Fantasy. Almost every
absolutely.
protagonist is an orphan of some sort.
Very few exceptions. Noctis.
Well, I mean, we see his dad die right at the
Well, I guess he becomes
beginning.
orphaned.
Spoiler. Yeah.
And oh no, actually, now that you think about it, but yeah.
A Squall, I think. I mean, he is, but he is.
No, Squall's, he's an orphan because he was raised in an orphanage.
Yeah, but I mean, his dad is alive. He's
Good
just
point.
doesn't care about him.
Yeah. Pseudo orphaned.
Off running the world.
So after high school graduation, Lightning joined the Guardian Corps Bodum Security Regiment under Lieutenant Amador. She attained the rank of sergeant and became scheduled for officer training. However, she began to lose sight of her goals and worked many hours while spending little time with Sarah.
Oh, rude.
Yeah. Oh, and Lava Guy says Cloud had a mom. Well, had.
Yeah.
Had
Some
a
of them
mom.
have.
Like, they had parents.
Some of them have a parent.
Or
Yeah, well, they
that
had to have that.
die. So then, therefore, become orphaned. Yeah, Cecil has parents. They're just
They're
yeah.
space people.
Yeah, that's fair. So now getting into Final Fantasy XIII Episode 0, Promise, which, if I believe, is a book. Yeah, it's a web novel.
God. Oh, no.
It's a web novel.
Oh.
Woohoo! You know we love these.
No.
So, 9 days before Lightning's 21st birthday, the Bodum monster fighting group, Nora, rescues her from an aquatic ambush. Lightning meets Snow Villers, their leader and Sarah's boyfriend. Lightning remains unimpressed as she never approved of Nora's vigilantism and unsuccessfully demands him to stop dating Sarah. Oh boy. Boom says 13 has 4 novels.
Oh, God. Well, don't get mad at us, Boom, whenever we hate it. So
Yeah,
far, this is
we did not
okay.
like any of Titus's stuff. Go back to those
Yeah.
episodes. Part 2 of Titus. Oh God, that was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Trying to understand it. So anyway, the next day, Lightning begins regretting her lack of attention to Sarah, feeling Sarah got involved with Snow to quell her loneliness, seeing Nora and Ethsum, and her son Hope in the mall inspires Lightning to plan a vacation away from Bodom for her birthday to spend time with Sarah and divert her attention from Snow. 4 days later, the cavalry is hunting down a girl named Van Lee in Bodom. Lightning meets with Rydia, suspecting it was having something to do with the incident at Uride Gorge 2 days ago. While attending Bodom's fireworks festival 4 days later, Lightning learns of a pulse-related incident at the nearby vestige being kept under wraps by the Sanctum, but Amador warns her not to investigate. Yeah, tell any protagonist not to investigate. They're going to
do it.
investigate.
Yeah.
So, the next day, Lightning's birthday, Sarah reveals that she is branded a Pulse Ice Ilse, and she and Snow are now engaged.
Oh boy.
God.
Move quick.
Thinking Sarah's lying to give herself an excuse to wed Snow, Lightning drives her away, leaving her alone to open her birthday present from Sarah, a survival knife. When the Sanctum announces Bodom's quarantine after discovering a Pulse Phalcia within the vestige last night, Lightning realizes Sarah told the truth. Oh gosh.
You have to remind me, what are those, the crazy, the Ilse and the Falsi?
Oh God. Geez, I'm trying to remember on the top of my head. All right, time to Google.
I mean, maybe we'll get around to it
It's
as we.
Elsie, I think. Right? Yeah, Elsie. It's an L when it looks like an I. They are beings, usually humans, branded by divine entities, with great physical and magical power.
Okay.
They have powers.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're just specific, more powerful humans with, Oh, there's an Azure.
Stronger than your average.
An Azure dragon. I thought I almost said dragoon for a second, but it's an Azure dragon. Close. It's close. Warriors of Sia. That's what Riku says. Essentially, their versions of Warrior Light. So after learning the Sanctum plans to purge everyone in town to Pulse, Lightning tries to find Sarah, but Snow says she is held captive inside the vestige. The following day, Psycom rounds up the people in Bodom and lines them up into board purge trains. Although military personnel exempt, Lightning volunteers to be purged with the civilians and resigns from the Guardian Corps, wanting to enter the Hanging Edge, where Psycom plans to move the vestige and rescue Sarah before she gets taken out of reach. A man named Saz Katsuroy approaches Lightning and joins her in her quest to reach Pulse Phalcia.
Okay.
So that's
and
the
I just
book.
Googled it. The Falsi they're just like unofficially supernatural beings. They're supernatural beings. They're sort of treated like gods. From what I understand of my quick Google search.
And then, boom, says the Falsi are supernatural entities once governed the floating paradise of Cocoon. Yeah, where you got gods.
I could have basically,
yeah. Gods. Oh, God. Oh, man. It's messy stuff.
I think I remember that from our previous 13 episode. I think I remember that from our previous
going over
13 episode.
The locations.
Yeah. I think so. It was just
now getting into the story of the original 13 game. So as the Purge train enters the Hanging Edge, Lightning attacks SciComm soldiers aboard, frees her fellow captives, and reclaims her gunblade. Yes, she has a gunblade. She's the second character to have a gunblade, which is great. SciComm forces fire on the train, and a Monasvine war mech brings in to halt. Lightning and Shaz fights through the SciComm forces and arrives at the vestige, discovering Sarah outside the Pulse Falsia, Anima's throne. Snow, Hope, and Vanille? Looks like vanilla. Almost.
It does look like vanilla.
Vanille arrive, and Sarah asks Lightning to save Cocoon before entering Crystal Stasis. Having fulfilled her focus, Lightning and her group confront and destroy Anima, but Pulse brands them illicitly before the vestige plummets to Lake Brescia, crystallizing it on impact. Vanille. Oh, okay. Thank you, Riku, because God, some of these names. Like I said, I haven't played this game in a decade, so it's been a while. And, yeah, Anima is, a typical... Is Anima normally a summon? Ultima is.
Anima is in 10. That's the only other time I've seen it besides the Anima weapons in 14.
Rico's wait, it's voice acted. That has to be right. Yeah. So Lightning and her new companions awakened in Lake Brescia, realizing they are now Ilse, and that upon their branding, they shared a vision of the legendary beast Ragnarok. They discover Sarah's crystal form fused to the crystallized lake. Deeming Sarah is dead, Lightning reluctantly opts to continue onward to evade the army's closing net, so they leave behind Snow, who was chosen to dig Sarah out. They find an airship in the abandoned ruins at the lake's edge and use it to escape, but are attacked by pursuing SciComm ships and crashed in the Vile Peaks. And Ragnarok, God, what the heck? I don't remember him. He is freaking terrifying looking, though. He has like freaking 10 arms.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, Fang and Ragnarok in complete form. Holy crap. Okay. And then, where was I at? Oh, here we go. So Lightning plans to go to the capital city, Eden, to destroy its namesake, Falsia, that controls the Sanctum, blaming it for the Purge and her current plight. After a disagreement on their focus, they believed it is to destroy Cocoon. The group splits up. Lightning heads for Eden to take down the Sanctum, and Saz and Vanille go the opposite direction to run from their fate. So,
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, and look, Sharp is in chat now. What's up,
Look
Sharp?
at that.
Yeah, Boom's like, you're about to spile away if you look that up. Ragnarok specifically. Yes. It's, oh, whoa. So followed by Hope, and unable to send him back, Lightning lets him accompany her. Her patience wears thin as Hope becomes a liability, and Lightning threatens to leave him. Her frustration summons the Edelin Odin to attack Hope. Lightning saves him and then defeats the Edelin together, convincing her to let Hope travel with her and help him toughen up. So she just gets so frustrated, summons Odin.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy is right. Because Odin's one of the most powerful summons you could bring. Probably next
favorite.
to Bahamut. Well, it depends on the version of Bahamut, I guess. And then at the Gapra Whitewood, Hope takes the lead, and Lightning gives him her survival knife to boost his confidence. Hope reveals his intentions to take revenge on Snow for his part in his mother's death during the Purge. After Lightning invites Hope to form a plan to help him focus and fight, he keeps his sights on revenge. When Lightning tells Hope that Sanctum is to blame for Nora's death, he resolves to make both Snow and Sanctum pay for it. Lightning tries to dissuade Hope by suggesting that they visit his father. Yeah.
Right.
Because
Again,
revenge
like I
is
said,
not the way.
the
Revenge is
dark
not
side.
the way. Yeah, go to the dark side. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Yeah. Uh. Freaking Lightning can ride Odin, like in horse form.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I remember Odin. Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, there's that. There's him. What he looks like. It's been a while. Snow Rise Shiva. Yeah, his bike I think is Shiva's. Yeah. So, anyway, at this point, let's take a quick mid break. Thank our awesome patrons, and we'll be right back.
This summer, say I do.
I am marrying a stranger.
Like never before.
Am I crazy?
It's a whole new Married at First Sight on Peacock.
Thank God I woke up in love.
With new experts.
My name is Dr. Lisa.
My name's Paul Brunson.
More couples.
This could be the start of a very successful marriage.
And more surprises.
Or maybe not.
Everything is just not enough.
You're a little bit crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I want my fairy tale ending.
Married at First Sight, now streaming. New episodes Thursdays, only on Peacock.
If you've ever blasted synth beats from your boombox or burned CDs for your besties, this one's for you. As people get older, much like their music tastes, their health needs change. AG1 is the simple daily health drink designed to deliver over 75 essential daily nutrients and pre- and probiotics to support energy, digestion, and mood, so you can make the most out of every decade and dance break. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
All right, welcome to the middle of the show. We're talking about everything about with the podcast and has nothing to do with the lore of Final Fantasy. Here, we want to thank all of our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. And if you too want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself of your topic you're choosing, just like our patrons last week, which we had a full crew last week, which was awesome. And obviously, because of all these amazing people, we never run out of ideas. Well, they never run out of ideas because it's my week off. I don't have to make show notes. And you can also find us on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice Spotify comment. We'll read out loud next time on the show, which we do have 5 comments to read from our last week's episode on our Patreon chat. So, from Lava Guy 219, back to back great episodes. I love all the topics discussed in both episodes. Why, thank you, Lava Guy, who is on our Twitch chat right now. We have Supreme Instinct saying, my life from birth is a Final Fantasy. Born December 31st. Big reason for that, I bet, from the man above. I grew, I stole, I fought, I got stabbed. I lost a vision in an eye from getting punched by a key in hand. I made 10K cash by 15. I lost friends to murder and overdoses. Then my Portuguese queen came into my life and saved me. Now I have 2 houses, a beautiful, sexy wife, 2 beautiful children, and co-run an infrastructure company. And the fantasy isn't over. Wow.
Oh, my man.
That's amazing. And wow, that's yeah, that's a lot.
He's living that 9 life too.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Summer of Heroes says, Fire Emblem mentioned the Final Fantasy podcast. Love it, because Fire Emblem's great.
It is great.
Dan Hartman says, I think they should combine FF9 turn-based with the movement from FF12 without the gambit system.
Whoa, you almost had me until you said no gambit system. I love the gambit system, but I completely agree up until that last part.
And then Bayleaf says, Scholar is 100, might as well be 0. Thank you, someone else gets it.
Yeah.
Because Summoner all the way.
Yeah. Keep your Scholar.
So yeah, that's fun. Oh gosh, freaking chat's blowing up in Discord. Yes, Purple Archer, we are doing recordings now on Monday due to Steven having a new job. And it also makes me a little bit easier on my end too, because my work is always, we should do this on a Wednesday, which I hate canceling shows. So helps both ways.
Yeah,
why didn't I get a
almost
notification?
Every week from now on.
Oh, sorry, Purple. I thought we said that last week on the patron chat.
Yeah.
Barely got home from picking up my new GPU. Forgive me. Ooh, nice. Okay, so boom. We did say it on the patron chat. Okay, cool. Thought I was crazy.
I know for sure I said it in the Discord.
Can't drop 600 on this 50 series. Honestly, you don't need a 50 series. I have a 4090 in mine, or 4080. It's whatever the Ryzen equivalent is to the GeForce. It's equivalent to like a 4080. You won't need anything. You don't need anything higher than that. Gosh. But anyway, oh no, I lost the show notes. Oh, there they are. And then other than that, you can find us on a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. Go check those out. All great stuff. And a little bit of news. So we have Summer Game Fest starting this weekend, June 6th. Guess what publisher and developer is going to be at Summer Game Fest this year?
Oh,
Square Enix.
Might be the weekend. It might be the time.
So who knows? We might get news. I would hold your breath, but it's a possibility.
Possible.
It's a possibility. We'll see. We'll see what they have in Summer's Game Fest. I know Witcher, we have a lot of stuff that's going to be, like, tomorrow as June 3rd, as, well, the day before when you hear all this. Or actually, no, this drops on Fridays, so a couple days prior. Tuesday, June 3rd, they're doing an Unreal Engine 5 demonstration with The Witcher 4. And CDPR is also at Summer's Game Fest.
Nice.
So.
And Gwent is confirmed.
Well, I mean, we're getting a physical card game that is going to be up for pre-order June 8th.
They said it's going to be in 4. They said
they have not said that.
Gwent is going to be in 4. Yeah, they did.
Did they? I don't remember them saying that.
I'm almost positive. Maybe I saw it was the card.
You might have been seeing the actual card game. Because they haven't said if Gwent is going to be in Witcher 4.
I mean, it better be.
Yes,
Gwent is expected to return to The Witcher 4.
What? I did not see that. Oh, they literally said that like a month back in December. I did not. Where did I miss that?
Look, it was breaking news for the Witcher host.
Shoot. All right, cool. That's awesome. I love Gwent. Can't get enough of it. Anyway, but I don't think I have anything else for the mid-break. Do you have anything?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. All right.
I'm dying here.
All right, cool. Let's get back into more lightning.
Vacation rental hosts can make or break a vacation. Luckily, Vrbo makes it easy to find the ones who make it stress-free. Vrbo's Premier Hosts badge highlights vacation rental hosts with top-tier listings. The ones with excellent guest experience reviews, 0 cancellations, and strong ratings across the board. For trip planners who want to be hosted, not ghosted, choose Premier Hosts. Book today on the Vrbo app. If you know, you Vrbo.
Amazon Health AI presents Painful Thoughts.
Why did I search the internet for answers to my cold sore problem? Now I'm stuck down a rabbit hole filled with images of alarmingly graphic sores in various stages of ooze. I can clear my search history, but I can never unsee that.
Don't go down the rabbit hole. Amazon Health AI gets you the right care fast. Healthcare just got less painful.
All right, so now we are in, oh God, Hallam? Oh, I see what they did there.
Yeah, there you go.
I see what they did. Hope leads Lightning into the underground, oh God, Nutriculture complex to avoid SciComm. When Hope mentions that the Phalacea treats humans as pets, Lightning realizes that having lived under the Phalacea care since birth had made her their pawn, and her anger is over her protectors turning against her. Realizing she was dragged Hope into the same delusion of fighting blindly to make up for doubt and confusion, Lightning tells Hope that their quests for vengeance are over and vows not to abandon him. Oh. So, he's not a hindrance apparently anymore.
Well, that's good. I would really like them to find a way to port
it to the next gen consoles.
Yeah, I know it's a PS3 game, so.
If you have Xbox, they're all backwards compatible on Xbox. Oh. It's just PlayStation, they're not, which sucks. I have them all for Xbox, and I haven't played those. I haven't played them since 10 years ago, but I still have them. So SciComm,
there's got to be a way for them to do it.
Oh, there's definitely a way to do it. They just haven't. I don't know.
Yeah.
So SciComm soldiers led by Yang Roach ambush Lightning and Hope as they emerge in the Agora, but Snow and Obra Young Fang, who've teamed up with the cavalry to overthrow the Sanctum, intervene to save them. Lightning escapes with Fang and forces Snow to take Hope. The pair agree to meet up at Hope's house over wireless communicators. Hope still wants to go through with his revenge, and when Lightning tries to reason with him, her plea never reaches him. Bum, bum, bum.
Boom, I would love to boot up my old PS3 if I could find the cords for it.
Oh, no. If you can't find the cords, just order them on Amazon.
Yeah,
PS3 still uses HDMI.
No, it's the...
Is it
I
the
don't
Fat
have the power
Boy?
cord.
You don't have the power cord?
No.
Which version of the PS3 do you have?
I don't know.
Because the power cord should be the same as the PS4 and PS5.
I'd have to dig it up and see. I don't even know where it's at right now.
Oh, okay, that's fair. So, Lightning learns Fang is not only a Pulse LC, like herself, and an actual Grand Pulse citizen from the land below, the floating world of Cocoon. Fang and Vanel were crystallized their centuries earlier after completing their focus, but awoke in Cocoon without knowing how or why they were indirectly responsible for Sarah becoming Ilcea. Lightning and Fang realize Pulse and Cocoon are more similar than they initially thought, and how both worlds fear and hate each other. Fang tells Lightning how an Ilcea brands indicate the amount of time until one becomes a Silith, a crystalline monster. A Ilcea becomes once upon failing their focus, and reassures Sarah will wake from crystal stasis one day.
I mean, yeah, like I said, the game sounds fascinating. Like, I really think it would be fun to play. I don't care if it's a hallway or anything like that. As people have said, 10 is a hallway game, and I love 10.
There you go.
So, like, yeah, just reading through this, I'm like, oh, this seems interesting. I would love to play this. Seems like a cool character.
So then Lightning and Fang locate Snow and Hope in time to help the latter battle in an Ushmagal subjugator. Hope has abandoned their plan for revenge and returns Lightning's life, and they promise to protect each other. Lightning tends to the injuries Snow sustained from saving Hope at the Estlem residence and apologizes for earlier behavior towards him, having gained an appreciation for how Snow always stayed by Sarah's side. Psycom attacks the apartment, but disguised cavalry soldiers intervene. Lightning has Hope tie up his dad during the chaos to make him appear like an unwilling accomplice.
No.
Oh boy, that's great.
Okay.
The party boards the cavalry's airship, the Limbrum. Isn't that from 9?
Yeah, that's
one of the cities.
It's the city that it's the city that Sid is in charge of in 9.
Yeah. And learns Saz and Vanel are being held captive on the Palamassia airship. Primarch Galanth Disley, the head of the Sanctum government, is overseeing the transport. The 4 Ilicia infiltrate the Palamassia to rescue Saz and Vanel, and once reunited, they confront Disley on the bridge. He reveals himself as the Falcia Barthanderus, leader of the Cocoons Falcia. He explains the group's focus is to destroy Cocoon by turning into Ragnarok and killing Orphan, the Falcia that sustains Cocoon. The party flees on a small airship, which autopilots them through Eden into the 5th Ark hidden beneath the city.
Now I'm lost again. Too many names of places that I don't know. But all right, if you say so.
So the group's Ilicia powers are fully awakened. They encounter the cavalry leader Sid Raines. Dun dun, there's Sid.
There's your Sid.
Learning he is a Sanctum Ilicia, whom Barthandius branded with the focus of aiding them destroy the Cocoon. Barthandius, his name, desires for Cocoon's destruction, so the reluctant deaths will summon the Maker, the creator of the Falcia, and humans alike. Raines rebels against the focus by obtaining to kill the Ilicia, and though defeated, transforms into crystal. The group decides to follow his example and save Cocoon. Fang turns against them until Lightning and Vanel help her tame her Eidolon, Bahamut.
So now she has that too.
The party finds an airship with a gate leading to Grand Pulse and descends to the world below, hoping to find aid on their quest. Now, I will say the Bahamut in 13 looks really weird. Bahamut is normally a dragon. Not really in this case. Yeah, it's really weird looking. It's supposed to be a dragon.
Oh, it looks like a Digimon.
It looks like a Digimon. It does. Oh my god. Yeah, it does.
It looks like the one from the movie. Okay. That's an interesting interpretation of Bahamut.
Right. So, after falling under attack by a wild wyvern, Lightning helps Fang summon a Bahamut to save the party. They land and create a base camp in the Vallis Media, but find Pulse devoid of human life. After days of searching, Hope wishes to be left behind, and his Eidolon, Alexander, appears. Lightning and Fang help Hope tame the Eidolon, and with their resolve renewed, the party decides to head to Obra, Vanel and Fang's hometown. It's more human looking. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I took a look at that Alexander, and I so far it's 0 for 3 on Eidolons for
0 for 3.
I didn't care for the Odin. Yeah, I didn't care for the Odin.
I mean, this is what I would expect though from Alexander.
Alexander's a giant
robot
castle, basically.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen the robot version of 14,
wow.
But
good point. Fang sits on its head. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So the party crosses the arch-like step into Mahabara Subterra and the Sula Springs, where Lightning and Snow promise to see Sarah together after saving Cocoon. They ascend Taijin's tower and ride a capsule down to the outskirts of Obra but find it abandoned. Sarah confronts the group, referring to Lightning by her birth name, and asks the group to destroy Orphan to summon the Maker and save the world from despair. Sarah is Disley in disguise, who announces he has resigned as Primarch and appointed a revived Reigns in his place to incite a civil war. As the cavalry would see him as a traitor, he has his familiar Minvra transform into an airship for the group to return to Cocoon, and they do so and try to stop Daisley's plan. And apparently Boom is wanting Steven to look at Shiva.
I'm Googling. Why does everything... Oh, because they all turn into, like, motorcycles.
Vehicles and weapons and stuff.
Right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So I know Odin transforms into essentially like a motorcycle thing for lightning.
I mean, she literally has wheels on the ends of her hand.
Oh, yeah,
tires.
yeah. No, Shiva transforms into a straight-up motorcycle. Her hair is the bike tires. Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
So they crash the Eden Grand Prix and make their way to Orphan's Cradle among the ensuring chaos. In the depths of the Narthax, they find Daisley, who summons the crystallized Daij Katsuro and Sarah before the party and shatters them. Denouncing it as an illusion, the party fights Bartholomeus and Barthedius and destroys him. His defeat awakens the sleeping orphan, who wishes for death after centuries of not having a life, and attacks them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Orphan was a city.
So Box Girl's like, 13 went Transformers, more than meets the eye.
They really did. Every one of them.
So Fang submits to Orphan's demands and agrees to become Ragnarok after they try to stop her. Lightning and the others, aside from Vanel, turn into Seath and attack Fang. Orphan tortures her to force her to transform, but Fang's incomplete transformation isn't strong enough to kill Orphan. The Seath party members relive their memories of their quest and are restored, believing they have seen something that resemble a new focus. Lightning announces their new focus is to save Cocoon, and all the parties I see as brands burn out. So now they have a new mission.
Okay. What is... Maybe this is a question for the chat. What in the hell is
Focus?
We keep seeing that on there yeah.
So from what I remember, focus is... a kind of like their
mission?
Kind of, yeah. So focus is the term for the missions given to the Elysia by the Falsi that choose them in the Nova Crisis Final Fantasy titles. So it's like the Falsia give them, like, this is their mission. If you don't go by this mission, you kind of like certain death.
Okay.
Lava Guy's like, I can't unsee Final Fantasy XIII Transformers now.
It really is Transformers. This is crazy.
Yeah. So the party defeats Orphan's true form, and Cocoons begins to fall. Lightning and the others float away as Vanel and Fang transform into a complete Ragnarok and stop Cocoon's descent by forming a crystal pillar to support it above from Grand Pulse. Lightning and the others enter crystal stasis but are restored and find that they are no longer Ilse. Lightning reunites with Sarah and begins apologizing to her, but Snow interrupts her by saying they have a wedding to plan. He promises to make Sarah happy, but Lightning congratulates them. Oh boy.
I was trying to look up Orphan because this whole time I thought it was a city. Apparently it's just the big bad boss.
And then the last part of this episode is Final Fantasy XIII Episode I, which is one of the other novels that they did. Really? Lightning vows to find a way to save Vanel and Fang from their crystal pillar. She believes the answer lies somewhere on Grand Pulse, and perhaps she could discover other Pulsian survivors as well. Though it was a long and challenging journey, after seeing Sarah is in good hands with Snow, she decides to take up the task independently, as her new responsibilities will tie Sarah and the others down. A paradox removes Lightning from history, and she finds herself in another world.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Please tell me, is this how they connected 13 to 14?
I think it's how they connect the two different.
Because I don't know, I can't remember how they connected her to 14. Because she's in 14. Well, she used to be. They used to do a crossover event with 14.
Wasn't she in 15?
No.
Or 14 and 50 had the crossover.
Boom says it leads into 13.3. Okay, cool.
That's what I had a feeling. It would connect the two games.
It would connect 13 to 13.3? Their moms
because she's not in
directly ripped from 13.
Because she's not in 2, so it would make sense that she was. It would.
Apparently, she is for a little bit.
Well, just seeing what she's doing, but
I'm trying to see. That's 16. That's not what I want.
I mean, obviously, we'll find out next week how they connect.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm trying to remember. Oh, Lightning Strikes. Oh, it's a Lightning Strikes, Lightning Returns. It was a 13.3 crossover. That's what it was. So, God, that was back in 2013. I'm trying to see how she's in the game. Oh, they don't say. Okay, whatever. I'll look up it later. In 2, she's just had a cameo. Oh, okay, cool. 15 started as part of 13. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We did go over that on one of our 15 episodes, I think. It was originally it was going to be originally a Nova Chrysalis series, but they didn't do that.
Yeah, I think we talked about it quite a few times.
We have. But yeah, that's what we have on Lightning for this week. Next week we'll have part 2 where we'll dive into 13.2 and then 13.3 and then so forth. Probably the novels as well. So yeah, not so bad.
It's insane. Going back to what I was saying earlier about the porting, it's insane to me that they made 3 of these games and they don't like push way heavy all like 13. Like you gotta put it. Holy.
I know. I just saw Boom's response. So Boom says each LC is given a focus which presents itself as a vision and concerning a direct or vague objective. If the LC fails to complete it before his or her brand advances to the final stage, they will turn to a monster known as a Seath. According to legend, when LC fulfill their focus, they gain eternal life. In reality, LC who completes their focus turn it into crystal, and a LC can still be revived from a crystal stasis and given a new focus. Yeah, and Purple's like, hell, Boom's dropping knowledge.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah, that's the focus for you. You didn't think my explanation from the wiki was good enough, so.
I thought it was fine. I figured it out. It's their mission. If not, they die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But they can be revived.
In less detail. Was your explanation. But yeah, why haven't they? I don't understand why they haven't made more effort to. I understand it's a PS3 game and they say, oh, we can't make these things, but I think Purple said in the chat, like, it's on PC, it's on Xbox, they have the bones there for it, they can move it over. Just do it, Square.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking it up.
I want to finally play this game.
So apparently,
we're never gonna get it.
There's technical difficulties with it, which doesn't
they
make
say you can't
sense.
Port.
It's about cost versus. Oh no, it says in one place says in short it's about cost versus demand. I mean, it won't cost them anything to port it.
There was enough of a demand to make 3 games. Why don't you make a port of them?
Yeah, I don't know. So once you get the brand, you are effed.
What it seems like.
That's what Boom says. Oh God. Anyway, yeah, that's what we have on this week. You have anything else for this week's episode, Steven?
I do not. I have absolutely nothing on this episode.
Fair enough.
Thank God for the chat this week.
Thank God for the chat. All right. Well, with that being said, everybody, thank you again for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Final Fantasy lore. You can also find us on Twitter at FFLorecast.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping, get styled.
A+ on the outfit, Miss Turner. You are about to slay parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, these? Just the most perfect fitting jeans my stylist sent me.
Oh, hello, you, who didn't set one foot in a mall and still looks amazing.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at stitchfix.com.
To my stylist,
this look is dedicated to you. Thank you. Thank you.